me, O God, according to your unfailing love. According to your great compassion, blot out my transgressions, wash away all my iniquity, and cleanse me from my sins. For I know my transgressions, and my sin is always before me. Against you, you only have I sinned, and done what is evil in your sight. So you are right in your verdict, and justified when you judge. Surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. Yet you desired faithfulness even in the womb. You taught me wisdom in that secret place. Cleanse me with hyssop, and I will be clean. Wash me, and I will be whiter than snow. Let me hear joy and gladness. Let the bones you have crushed rejoice. Hide your face from my sins and blot out all my iniquity. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Do not cast me from your presence, or take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. Cast me not away, cast me not away from your presence, O Lord. Take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and renew your spirit within me. Cast me not away, cast me not away from your presence, O Lord. Take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and renew your spirit within me.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nanyinke bineligwe, kahagedin song, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation, as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind through the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi Rone Bigebi. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu.
It's Young Flights on the beats.
The silver jacket body with Biafra gun. Umokoko, mad people everywhere. Dara. What you don't know is bigger than you. 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 Hey, he dey pay me, oh gaga. He dey pay me, oh gaga. He dey pay me, oh gaga. This your G, he dey pay me, oh gaga. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. The worst thing you can do to a black man is to tell the black man the truth, yeah. Ah, he dey pay me, oh gaga. Mama, he dey pay me, oh gaga. In this your G, he dey pay me, oh gaga. Sabotu as he dey pay me, oh for you. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. Obi daddy, obi them fools everywhere. When we talk about our freedom, we not go the first. When we talk about our freedom, they go the first. When we talk about our freedom, they go the first. Yeah, he dey pay me, oh gaga. Mama, he dey pay me, oh gaga. In this your G, he dey pay me, oh gaga. Sabotu as he dey pay me, oh gaga. Yeah. Biafra voice 247. Love you, we love you, everything me blood brother man, you know. We go crazy. Chiamaka, I got Ross the man of God. Love you. Yeah. Biafra, you know. Ikuku. Bad guy, you know. Water master. Love you. I can't see how I go home. I get Chala, where's the memory? All them enemies of Biafra. Mad people everywhere. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about our freedom, now go the best. You are living in darkness, suffering and smiling. When we talk about our freedom, we now go the best. Yeah. He dey pay me, oh, for you. He dey pay me, oh, gaga. Africans, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. This your G, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. Ah, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. Omo, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. I don't know what's wrong with the reasoning ability of a black man. My God. So I'm on Ekpa, maximum respect. Yeah. He dey pay me, oh, for you. He dey pay me, oh, gaga. Africans, he dey pay me, oh, gaga. This your G, he dey pay me, oh, gaga.
Makana wapana kamadu muna kujukwenanya lekwa mmiri oge si maka sunanu ogatika bayola because the enter so ndi motu inusi agwawati mati anodi eburisi ya na teso diri ege go makwese makano panu boko Opa kichiria, abona bosonde ona yekuchikena kana. Asi maburo kuno male, ya buru biaru, na mogala pala namu, sorondi bozo. Opa no maketo, money is not everything. Let's fight for our freedom. For our freedom is our right. Papa Mubaram see. Na Biafra balamu, iya buna nene kambu paraya no. Makano jife mata winyaka ye, akalobe ilo deseya. Oye wife wapara nifeya, ika waparuko. Biafra is my land. Biafra waparago, and we must go back to our land. anyị jefekwa n'Chukwu ofufe. Ogonye ga-agbara m fero ife ahụ nke mere ya kwenye ezego nọ na-achọkwa ime ya ọzọ ọ bụrụ na ọ dịrị afọ Igbo ka ha laa. Mana onye si na ọ bụ gọvanọ n'ala Igbo wee sị na ọ chọrọ nwa Naịjirịa ya biko soro ndị Hausa la ugwu Hausa ka anyị nwezoro nwanne ebe ahụ. Maka na ọ bụrụ na olu n'ugwu Hausa azụ egwu gọvanọ isi na ọ ga-achịtakwa ndị Hausa ọfụma.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You all are highly welcome to this very live presentation. We are live and direct, and I want to let you know that no matter what happens, Chukwu Okike Abiama bi n'eluigwe is with us. This is your live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel / television, and I remain the Ordinary of Biafra Unite. Today's date is 10th of February 2025. Yes, 2025. And of course, we have come this very evening to clear the air, set the record straight, and let our people know what we will be doing moving forward. I welcome every one of you. Please, if you are a true Biafran and you know truly that you really love freedom of Biafra and Biafrans at large, kindly let everyone around you know that we are live and direct this very evening by liking and, of course, sharing the broadcast. We are just live in 2 different platforms. One, Biafra Unite in capital letter, and, of course, our sister channel, Biafra Unite TV. So wherever you are listening from, you are highly welcome. This is your live presentation. It doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter what people say or what people do. The light will always shine, because this light that I'm talking about was put on by Chukwu Okike Abiama bi n'eluigwe. Now, before moving forward, because I have some few things to address this very evening, I don't know if I will stay long. I want to announce to all Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world, having made an announcement through the memo that I released a couple of days ago, after listening to some few individuals, because no matter what you do, no matter who you are as a human being, there must be some few people that you listen to. So after listening to some few individuals, I have to rethink. I have to, speak to myself. And of course, I have to remember so many things in this very struggle. And of course, I have to remember Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. I have to remember Simon Ekpa, our prime minister. And of course, I have to remember Biafrans in general, including those that have fallen, including my own brother. I will say some few things this evening, some things that I have not even said before in this very struggle. Now, after talking to myself and listening to these few individuals, I decided to take a new turn. The reason why I put out the memo when I did was because of the betrayal that is going on in the struggle, and not only those who claim to be freedom fighters, but the stupidity of some Biafran people who are not even in this struggle. I realize that the word of God says that it is easy. It is easy for a horse. It is very, very easy for a horse to pass through the needle's eye than a rich man making heaven. It is very, very easy for those who do not even know God to be free than those that call God, those that call the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama on a regular basis. And it's quite unfortunate. Our people have proven beyond every reasonable doubt that they enjoy saga, online saga, than focusing and, of course, looking to the future, focusing on the freedom that we all are pursuing. They want more saga. What happened in 2021 was not enough for them. They believe in turning back the hand of time because they are enjoying online saga. Onye nke akọ ibe ya ọnụ, onye nke ọzọ kọ ibe ya ọnụ. I am sorry to let you know this evening that I have not come here for saga. I only want those who really want freedom, those who are interested in the gospel of freedom, those who are interested to know and to hear the word of knowledge, the gospel of freedom. If you know that you have come here this evening to listen to saga, I will disappoint you once again. I will ask you and urge you to go to those platforms you already know. Those platforms where they give you saga, bomba to bomba. Eba na kono, go there. You do not belong to this very platform. Go there right away and listen to saga. When you are done, maybe in the next 10 years, you will realize what you did to yourself today. I have gone beyond these things. I can't fight a war of this magnitude only for few people to drag me backward. I can't do that. So if you are interested in saga, I have seen some few unscrupulous elements who are writing in the comment section asking me to declare where I belong. Shame on you. So I want to tell you now, before we continue, because we have few things to discuss this evening. If you are here to listen to saga, you have already been disappointed. Switch off right now and go to the platforms where they do saga. Biafra Unite platform is not for saga and can never be for saga. Now, having made this known to all of us who have gathered here, we are going to go straight to the matter that has happened today. And again, we all know that Nnamdi Kanu was in court today. So we are going to discuss about it and analyze it properly. I have some few videos that I'm going to play and of course read the memo from Barrister Aloye Jimako, the lead counsel. Now, at the end, when I'm done analyzing the matter of Nnamdi Kanu, I will send a very strong and important message to one person and a group of people. So 2 messages for 2 people. One is a person in the person of Adadi Olamma, and the second one is a message that will be directed to those who are in charge of Biafra armed forces. It will be very, very important. I hope Adadi Olamma will be listening and watching this very program this evening. I have a message for her. And then the second message, which will be very, very important, will be directed to those who are in charge of Biafra security. So please, without further ado, let us jump into it. First of all, let us begin with the memo that was released day before yesterday on the 8th of this very month of February 2025 by Barrister Aloye Jimako, the lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu. This very memo is extremely important, and then we will move to what happened today. This is press release on the 8th of February 2025 to all media / general public. I hope you can see it clear. Just a moment. All right, we continue. According to this press release, upholding the rule of law is more important to me than anything else, says Nnamdi Kanu. During my visitation with Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu yesterday, he made it abundantly clear that while he is deeply appreciative of the efforts and the widespread calls being made by well-meaning individuals and groups to secure his release, he, however, instructed his legal team to issue the following clarifications. Number 1, the matter of releasing Nnamdi Kanu is not an act of mercy. This very number 1 should ring bell to the ears of those that call themselves Igbo politicians, especially the idiot that called himself Benjamin Kalu, who claimed to be the number 5 or number 6 citizen of Nigeria. You must pay attention to this. I know all of you will be panicking this evening because you thought that Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa will be ashamed because of the shenanigan that is going on within those that are supposed to spearhead everything that we should be doing moving forward, even though the Prime Minister is incarcerated. I want to let you know that this very struggle will continue until we get to the final conclusion. Number 1, the matter of releasing Nnamdi Kanu is not an act of mercy, pardon, executive clemency, or even amnesty. Very, very clear. Instead, it should be an act of simply complying with the subsisting Federal High Court judgment
that declared his detention as unconstitutional, or even the extant international tribunal decisions that separately declared his detention as unlawful. Alternatively, the decision to free him from detention and discontinue his infamous prosecution can be made by simply resorting to the constitutional provisions that empower the Attorney General of the Federation on the directives of the President to discontinue any prosecution. Number 2, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is adamant that nobody should plead or beg anybody on his behalf because he has committed no crime. Self-determination, which is the real issue that got twisted to suddenly become a high crime, is an inalienable right guaranteed under the laws of Nigeria, the United Nations, the United Kingdom, and Kenya. These 4 entities are the entities that are involved both in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his extraordinary rendition, and of course his unlawful detention or incarceration. Nigeria did the act. United Nations gave advice to the zoo for his release, which has not been taken, or which has taken for granted. And then the United Kingdom is the masterminder that pulled the deal with Kenya and the Zoological Republic. Now, thus the perverse and unlawful criminalization of his exercise of this right should not unwittingly be encouraged through some misguided appeals for pardon, clemency, or mercy. Thus, releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not an act of mercy or pardon, but an act of abiding by the rule of law. Number 3, inasmuch as those calling for his release are sincere, remember I told you many years ago that the only person, as in one person among all the thousands of people who are calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I told, including those in the DOS, I told you that the only one person who was genuinely calling for his release without anything attached was the late Mbazulika Amechi, to his blessed memory. I told you, and that stands still today. Now, their calls for pardon or clemency may be misconstrued as a green light to the executive branch or even the courts to violate the rule of law by continuing to subject Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to a prosecution or trial that does not comport with the tenets of the Constitution and Nigeria's treaty obligations. And also recall that the Prime Minister Mazi Samonekpa also issued a statement ordering these, so-called political elites within the Biafra territory serving the zoo to desist from their calls or meeting the so-called president of the zoo for the pardoning or so-called releasing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that very message got to them, hit them so hard that they all desist. They stopped making such statement until these recent times. Now, number 4 says, instead of begging, those desiring his release should emulate the language and tact used by Afenifere, Ohaneze, World Igbo Congress, WIC, ranking members of the National Assembly, American military veterans of Igbo descent, ambassadors for self-determination based in America, the international community, and a host of others who have made it clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves to be released because he has committed no offense known to law. If truth be told, It is Nigeria's executive branch which extraordinarily renditioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that should show contrition for resorting to extraordinary rendition, which is a state crime under the international law and the common law. If any begging must be done, it should be directed to the courts to conduct his cases and that of IPOB with the utmost impartiality and adherence to rule of law, equity, and good conscience. Ndị gụrụ akwụkwọ na-ekwu okwu a na-ege ntị. Number 5, most importantly, onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sincerely thanks everyone working assiduously towards the restoration of security, tranquility, and good order in his beloved Igbo land. That number 4 make very, very good sense. Onye ndu sincerely thanks everybody working assiduously towards the restoration of security, tranquility, and good order in his beloved Igbo land. Now, if you go further, you see the pictures attached here. You see this one is the one, the idiot that called himself the number 5, number 6 citizen of the zoo, Benjamin Kalo. And this one, I don't even remember who is this. These are the people who will come to Channels Television, TVC, telling you how they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be pardoned and released, but they will never ever talk to Tinubu or remind Tinubu of the crime that the government of the zoo has committed against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will never say it. They will never ever speak about the inhuman treatment being melted on Biafran people and the buying of Biafrans by the zoo agents in Biafra territory. In the land where they come from, these individuals can never ever speak about the buying of their own flesh and blood in their own land. Innocent Biafrans, innocent Igbos who have been dehumanized and buried in our own land. These individuals can never ever speak about it. But every time they tell you how they are number 1 and number 5 citizen of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, this is who they are. I want to let them know that Akufelusia oyadalawo. Akufegide fesia odarawo. Onwe femelo no wa kakare darawo. If also you people can celebrate as much as you can at this very point in time, you can go to Dubai for holiday. You can go to United Kingdom, go to London to flex because Mazi Simon Ekpa is in the custody of the of Finland. I want you to know, Naku Fellowsia Oyadarawo. Now, having said this, and of course, having shown you the statement of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through his attorney, I want us to see what has transpired, what has happened today. We are going to begin with this.
This is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact.
Yes.
Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law, they don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyako what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra by right to agitate. My right.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Ohamadike, Igbo, and Biafra Nine said it is his right to agitate for Biafra. It is within his right, his inalienable right, to fight for freedom. So who am I? This is the question every Biafran should be asking him or herself this evening. Who are you? If Nnamdi Kanu, in the custody of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, could tell you in their own court that it is within his right to fight for his freedom, who are you? Who am I? Who am I? He is in the custody of the zoo. And he's telling you that it is his right. He's not backing down. This man has given everybody the kind of hope. No, there's no any other hope you need, if not what Nnamdi Kanu is doing and what he has done today. I don't think you need more hope. He is in their custody. He is not being broken down. He is not broken. Nnamdi Kanu is not broken. I still have more videos to show you. He is not broken. Some people thought that by now, many people thought that by now, it's because it has been a long time he's been incarcerated in the custody of DSS, a terrorist organization in Abuja. Many people thought that by now, when he is brought to court, by now you have for this sinani. But Nnamdi Kanu is telling you that it is his right to fight for freedom. It is his right. Therefore, ask yourself, Biafrans, who are you that you cannot fight for your freedom? Now, let's continue.
They turned it from reasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking.
Now, let us go to the next video. And Biafrans, anybody who is commenting in the comment section, saying something inappropriate, or saying anything against me, my own person, don't worry about that person. Don't even respond to that person. Many of them are disappointed. Many of them are the zoo agents who are disappointed. They will come here thinking that they are going to distract us. Don't respond to any inappropriate comment. Don't respond to any attack on my person. They do not exist. They do not exist. When I was fighting against the impunity of the DOS, a lot of people attacked me. So there is no any kind of attack that will shake me today. Many people attacked me, even some of the Biafrans who attacked me then because they were ignorant and blind with the reality. Many of them, after some months and years, they turned back and started supporting the same Biafra Unite that they attacked when we started this very fight against the impunity and criminality of the DOS. So ignore them. I am not shaken. I am not moved. I have been in this journey for very many years. I am not moved. But it's going to be a shame to any Biafran if you are not a government agent who come here to distract us. If you are a real Biafran, and you are here to talk nonsense, shame on you. Woe be unto you, for you do not know what you are doing. Let's continue. Don't mind in the Umokoko. We don't have time.
An old man like this doesn't know the law. You don't know the law. I have petition against her. Nonsense. Nonsense. Why is it when it comes to my case, they turn the law upside down? They turn the law upside down. Upside down. Upside down.
The rule.
Who are not educated. I am an educated man. I can't show them the petition for the simple reason that if you show it,
What the judge said was that the case file.
listen, this is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact.
Yes.
The prosecution and this court, they do not know the law. That is the fact. We have many videos to play today. I want every one of us to pay very, very good attention because we are going to learn a lot this evening.
Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria.
Yes.
Poor knowledge of the law, they don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyako what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra by right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism.
All right. I want us to see the video when the case was going on. Now, I want you to pay attention and see how Nnamdi Kanu shamed the enemies. I want you to see how Nnamdi Kanu shamed the enemies in their own court today. I took my time and watched these videos, and I told myself that, this man, anybody who is not following this man, I don't know what to tell you or what to say to you. You are missing a lot. I'm telling you.
He did me something in my face. I refused him. He was conscious official. I asked him to do himself. Why did the chief judge not insist I was right? He left my case.
If anybody is not happy,
this is during the hearing. Binta Nyako herself was there. Awomolo was there. The prosecution counsel, they were all there. And of course, Nnamdi Kanu's counsel were all there. So, I will remind you something later on. I will refresh your mind because after this very video, there's another video which I'm going to play. And then I will bring your memory back. I will show you something that will, make you recall what is going on today, what is happening today in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. It is a should I call it prophecy or a prediction? Let us continue.
No, I cannot. Because I have a court order. I have a court order. You have released yourself. I have a court order. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court, go to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are conscious official. You cannot preside over this case number again. What is this like? You cannot. Not
Nnamdi Kanu was looking at Binta Nyako eyeball to eyeball, telling her that you cannot preside over this case again. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. And that is his own right. Let's continue.
now, not tomorrow, not ever. And one over here cannot force this court to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today, not till forever. You are recused and you stand recused.
You are recused and you stand recused. You cannot force yourself to preside over my case, which I have said I do not have confidence in you, and you have been recused from my case and you stand recused. Nnamdi Kanu rose like a lion. And who is Binta Nyako not to pay attention or listen? You cannot force yourself into my case. It is within my constitutional right and inalienable right as a person to decide to say that I do not want you to stand and try me because you are corrupt. Even the CAJ, or whatever they call him, the Chief Justice of the Zoo, has no right to force Binta Nyako to stand and try Nnamdi Kanu. It is not possible because the Constitution of the Zoo gave him the right already.
Tell the Chief Judge, Nnamdi Kanu said, go on appeal. I recuse him from my case. The state recused Justice Adema from my case. I did not insist Adema must hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want you in my case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased.
You are fired. Oh, Guinea. You are fired. Nnamdi Kanu is telling Binta Nyako, you are fired. This is the man that we are all following. This is the man that we heard his voice and we stay awoke. The man we heard his voice and stayed awoke. Nnamdi Kanu in the Zoo court, looking at the judge eyeball to eyeball and say, you are fired. He doesn't care whether they want to jail him forever. He doesn't care whether the DSS would hit him with, Isiegbe. He doesn't care because he knows that it is his inalienable right all over the world to agitate and fight for the freedom of his people. And the whole world is watching what is going on. The whole world is seeing everything. Today's case is all over the world. Everybody is aware of what happened in the court in Abuja today in the Zoological Republic. The whole world is aware. All the world leaders are aware. But guess what? It is our right to fight for him, not Donald Trump. After all, the United Nations Security Council has made a statement asking the Zoo government to free Nnamdi Kanu. Guess what? The Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom government did not even make any official statement responding to that very United Nations Security Council statement. Till today, they didn't react to it. And they are still holding Nnamdi Kanu. I have a very important video after this one. Let us continue.
You cannot be in my case. I don't know to do the right thing. A chairman of the board of directors prosecution resumed propriety. Nowhere in the world such nonsense come. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're proceeding a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is not a court of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand to choose and you must take my case. You cannot buy me. This man is not paying attention. There is an order of recusal, and he's a senior advocate for goodness sake. There's an order of recusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, you go and appeal. You are a grown-up man. Because of 300 million, you're behaving like a child.
A grown-up man, the Awomolo man. The very useless and idiotic man that called himself a son, Awomolo, who is the prosecution counsel, a very old man. And Nnamdi Kanu told him, this is not propaganda now. This is not a word that is spoken behind you. Nnamdi Kanu said, because of 100 million that was given to you, you are behaving like a child. Eyeball to eyeball. That is the reason why we follow him. That's why we call him Ohamadike. And with this, you don't need to be told that Nnamdi Kanu can never, ever give up Biafra. That's why when he said Biafra or death, he meant it. Let's continue.
Go on appeal because of money. Because of money they're paying you from ATM surface, you are here standing and smoking evil. Because of money. A grown-up man like you say you are going to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go on appeal. His Lordship Binta Nyako will not try my case. Not on this planet Earth. I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time.
Has indicated that he will not make a formal application. I apply that the Lordship was extremely day for hearing.
You are not well. You are not well. I'm telling you, this God Almighty not well. This is an order of God. An order of God says, Justice Binta Nyako is recused. An order of God. Order she made as an order. The same Chief Justice writing the stupid memo he's writing. I recused him. He was functus official. He sat on appeal. I took him to NJC. I recused him. Why did he not say I must sit on your case? Why in the case of his lordship is he insisting? He wants to embarrass her. He wants to embarrass your lordship by asking her to come and sit on this case. Is that what you're saying? There's an order of give it to him. He doesn't have it. Give him an order of God. It's an order of God. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. An order. Give it. He doesn't have it. It's an order of God. It's an order of God.
Give it to the shameless. Very, very shameless. You want to do the bidding of the zoo, of the so-called Attorney General of the Federation, because of the money that is being paid to
If you
you.
insult yourself, I will insult you. If you have no respect for yourself, I will insult you. Because people are telling the law, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you turn the law upside down. The law says one thing. If the law says this paper is white, when I go to court, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? I'm asking you, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is that law? Is the memo from Chief Judge, is memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside as a court order? The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? His Lordship, Justice Binta Nyako, stand recused in my case. Cannot try me. Why don't you get it?
When he gets to his case,
so you can do your mathematics you always do. People without shame.
when he gets to his case, then the law will
I have here before me for the benefit of Chief Awomolo, because it seems he doesn't know the law. So I will tell him, this is national judicial policy of this country. Please give them a copy each. National judicial policy of Nigeria, national judicial policy. I will tell you what it says. Because you don't know, I will tell you. Talking about memo from the Chief Judge of the High Court. Judicial policy of Nigeria, 1C. I'm reading. Govt. In the performance of judicial functions, the judge is subject only to the law and must only consider the law. The rule of law in every common law jurisdiction in the world is that once an order of court is entered, the only way to set aside is by going on appeal. That's the rule of law.
Teach
But
them.
advocate, you don't know. I will go to see. A judge must not take or attempt to take orders or instructions of any kind from anyone, including the chief judge, from anybody that may influence his decisions in the performance of judicial function. It means that his lordship, having entered an order of court, a decision between myself and her.
Wow. Anakukwa keba. Anakukwa keba. I want you to know your leader. I want you to know the man that you are following. I'm going to play the last video of Nnamdi Kanu, then I will take you back a little bit to refresh your memory, to remind you what I said in this effect. So, this last video of Nnamdi Kanu that I'm going to play right now will show us. I want everybody to pay attention, please. This is the man that we are following. When he rose like a lion, we all the grand Anena Majiji. When he rose like a lion, Anena Majiji. Pay attention, please.
That she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of courtesy and respect. She stands recused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyako is using her position for personal gain.
Justice Binta Nyako is using her position for her own personal gain. This is going to be the last video that I will play from MNK, and then I will take you back a little bit before sending my message to two people, which I said I'm going to send message to this evening. After that, I will open the microphone, the telephone for anybody who wants to make comment to come in and make their comment. I will open the microphone for that. Not the microphone, sorry, the phone. Now, pay attention to Nnamdi Kanu.
For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges.
Hey! Oh, say Tigo. Oh, say Tigo. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. How many of you are here? How many of you here right now were around when I was exposing Justice Binta Nyako a couple of months ago last year? How many of you, please? How many of you? The same thing that Nnamdi Kanu is saying now. The same thing I showed you. I had to go and dig deeper. I dig deeper to bring out the case itself. To bring out the case itself from EFCC website. I will show you. Let us continue.
And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem. Who is that person? Corruption charges. They sent her to my case so they can release or smoothing the pathway for the husband and the son. They are facing. It doesn't matter if they
because Nnamdi Kanu is speaking the reality, speaking the truth. Therefore, they have to switch off the electricity. That is the reason why we call it zoo, animal kingdom. They are darkness. They hate light. They hate the truth. Nnamdi Kanu is speaking the reality, exposing the evil woman called Justice Binta Nyako. There is nothing like justice in her name, called Binta Nyako, whose husband and first son are criminals, facing criminal charges in the same zoological republic of Animal Kingdom. Nnamdi Kanu was in their court, exposing them, exposing her. Now they have to switch off the electricity, thinking that no way.
In a corrupt society, that's what happens. They are very, very corrupt. That is a breach of judicial oath. They have violated the judicial oath. They have shown bias according to Supreme Court. They are biased against me. Supreme Court said so. And that is why what is happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me has been happening. So, disobedience to superior court orders. Supreme Court said you are biased. You are against this man. You should not have revoked his bail. Nigeria went to Kenya and kidnapped him. These things are in the public domain. Why, therefore, are they insisting on trying me? A court order was entered. In that very court order, it was said very clearly and succinctly that she is no more. No. That she is no more going to try me. Why are they insisting? Why are they insisting? I ask. Because they have no case against me. They have no case against me, and they know it.
Now, I want you to pay attention. I want to show you something. Remember the word of Nnamdi Kanu about Justice Binta Nyako. Remember that. I will play 1 minute video for you from my own program. Just 1 minute or 2 minutes from my own program, and then we'll move forward. I want you to pay attention while we watch and listen. Now, look at your screen. I want to tell you the sole reason why Binta Nyako's hand is tied, and the reason why she may not be able to deliver justice accordingly in this very case of Nnamdi Kanu. Listen, pay very, very good attention. What I'm doing right now is important. Nobody has done it this way. Binta Nyako may not be able to deliver justice to the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Binta Nyako, I want to repeat, I want her to listen to this broadcast. She must. This is something that happened many months ago. Even the date is going to be mentioned in this very broadcast. So pay attention to understand that we know what she's doing. We know exactly what is going on. We know what is happening. Binta Nyako, listen, today is 21st of May, 2024. 21st of May, 2024, that was when this broadcast was made. This is February 2025, February, March, April, May. In 3 months' time, this very broadcast will make 1 year. And it is happening today. Nnamdi Kanu has completely mafia in their own court. The same thing which you are going to hear in this broadcast is the same thing that Nnamdi Kanu said today. Let us continue. By the time it will happen, you will come back and tell me, Ikuku, Biafra Unite, why you said it. Did you hear that? I didn't even remember that I said something like this. I told you back then that by the time it will happen, you will come back and tell me, why you said it. Now let's continue. I am affirming today that Binta Nyako does not stand any chance of delivering justice to Nnamdi Kanu's case. There are two things involved. It's either she will succumb to the threat of Malami and his criminal gang, or she will wash her hands of this very case. Two things, only two. Only two. Nothing else. It's either she succumbs to the threat of Malami and co. Malami and his criminal gang that ruled Nigeria for 6 good years with an impostor in the name of Muhammadu Buhari. It's either she succumbs to their threat or she will hands off this very case. And it is very, very soon. It's going to happen very, very soon. This is not a prophecy. This is going to happen. This is reality. It's going to happen very, very soon. Whether they like it or not, it's going to happen. I'm telling you, I'm assuring you today. The time right now is exactly 48 minutes past 8 p.m. here in Biafra land, in the land of Chukwokika Biama. I am not a prophet, and I am not expecting or planning to be tomorrow. But take my word for granted at your own peril. Let's continue. Now listen. Binta Nyako is in a very tight corner. Her hands are tied. She doesn't know what to do. In the year 2017, when Binta Nyako made her first rule that Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime. Listen, in the year 2017, when Binta Nyako granted Nnamdi Kanu bail and said that Nnamdi Kanu has committed no offense. No offense. Because Nigeria is signatory to the law, to the international and local laws to the international and African charter that guarantee every oppressed people to fight for their freedom. Both African Charter Article 3, Article 20, Article 20, between 1, 2, and 3, it stated that every oppressed people will have the freedom to fight for their freedom from the oppressor. And it called it liberation struggle. That is the word used by the African Charter, Article 21, 2, and 3. If you go there right now, you are going to see it. It is written boldly there. And Nigeria as a country or as a state is signatory to that very charter. So Binta Nyako is fully aware that Nnamdi Kanu has committed no offense. That is the reason why she discharged him in the year 2017. She granted him bail in the 2017 and made it public that this man has committed no offense. That is the first time she said that Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime before she was threatened. Now, look at what happened here. This is exactly what happened. And this is from the official website of EFCC, the Economic Financial Crime Commission. Listen, I am giving you direct, don't ask me evidence because this is the evidence. This is the official website of the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Is from their official website. I am not reading from any zoo newspaper. Now, having shown you this, I want to let you know that what you are seeing on your screen right now is the crime that was committed by the husband of Justice Binta Nyako. His name is Murtala Nyako. His name is Murtala Nyako, the husband of Binta Nyako. He was the former governor of Adamawa State. They are from Adamawa State. Murtala Nyako and Binta Nyako. And then their first son, Abdulaziz Nyako, who served under his own father as a commissioner, as a minister, under his father. They colluded together and stole Adamawa State dry. But the one that EFCC has evidence of is the one that they stole 29 billion naira fraud. 29 billion. That is the one, not all the money that they stole, but the one that EFCC has evidence of. And the man was arrested and, of course, imprisoned. Not really prison, but he was put behind bars for quite some time, and he was bailed while the case is still in the court since 2021 till today. Nobody has ever mentioned that very case again. They are using the case to threaten Binta Nyako that if you fail to jail this innocent man called Nnamdi Kanu, we are going to jail your husband and your first son. 29 billion naira fraud, the one that EFCC has evidence of. Not all the total money that was stolen, because this man and his first son stole Adamawa State dry in dollars. So they are using it. Malami, who is in charge of Nnamdi Kanu's case, not even this idiot from Yoruba land, not even this current so-called Minister of Justice of the Federation, not even this one has nothing to say. The current Attorney General of the zoo right now is just a puppet. He has nothing to offer. He has nothing to say in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. The case of Nnamdi Kanu is still in the hands of Malami, Abubakar Malami and his criminal gang. These are the people who are in charge of Nnamdi Kanu's case, not this Yoruba man. Yes, They just use that man as the picture. They just put him there. But he is not the one who is in charge of Nnamdi Kanu's case. It's Malami. Malami and co. I also want to use this medium again today, being the 10th day of February 2025, to send another message to just Binta Nyako, because when you put that justice there, it looks like somebody who has integrity. She has no integrity. Her family has no integrity, because all the crimes being committed by your husband and your first son are in the public. There is no integrity. So Binta Nyako, I told you on the 21st of April 2024 that the best thing for you to do is to hands up the case. And by the time Nnamdi Kanu told you that he is no longer confident with you and your operations, you actually did the same by handing off the case, by handing off your hands from the case. And today, the same people who want to use you to convict an innocent man because they are threatening you because of the crime that your husband and your first son committed, tell them that you can no longer continue. Because the more you force yourself in this case, the more you expose yourself and the criminality of your family to the public. So as early as this moment, tell whoever that is threatening you that you can no longer continue. They can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. It is better that they do not push you to commit something that your generation will suffer till eternity. It is better that they jail whoever they want to jail, whether your husband or your first son, for crime that they truly committed, than to pushing you to commit a heinous crime, a sacrilege, abomination that your entire generation will suffer till eternity. Binta Nyako, this very message is for you. I will not talk more than this. Now, having said this, remember I said I'm going to open the line when the time comes. I have two messages for two people. I will first of all send the first message to those who are in charge of the Biafra army, the Biafra armed forces. I am not going to mention anybody's name because the other people say they are in charge, while the other people say they are in charge. So whoever that is in charge of the Biafra armed forces, I want you to know, no Orejigo. Ugo ebelugo na mbawu. Ugo ebelugo na mbawu. Now, I have a message for you. Pay attention, please. Binta Nyako today, 10th of February 2025, adjourned the case of Nnamdi Kanu indefinitely. Pay attention, please. Pay very, very good attention. I hope they are all listening right now. Binta Nyako, I repeat, has today, 10th of February, adjourned the case of Nnamdi Kanu indefinitely. Do you know what that means? Indefinitely. Meaning that there is no day of trial, there is no day of any court case, we are not expecting to see Nnamdi Kanu anytime soon. We are not expecting to see Nnamdi Kanu anytime soon because Binta Nyako has adjourned the case indefinitely. And because of the uproar today and the fight, the battle at the court today, I do not see Binta Nyako. Thank you, my brother, Emmanuel Remiju's channel. God bless you. And of course, God bless everybody who has been commenting. I thank every one of you. Now, listen and pay very good attention to this. Very, very important. Nnamdi Kanu may not be seen anytime soon until, because I don't see Binta Nyako coming to court because of this case again, because of what happened. The shame today was too much. So I do not see Binta Nyako coming to court for this case again, not even anytime soon, but again. So therefore, there's going to be a eternal battle. This is a message. This is a message to those who are in charge of the Biafra armed forces. Pay attention, please. Binta Nyako is not the way I see it, although threat is too much on her. I don't know, she might say, okay, I will come tomorrow. But I do not see her coming back to this case again. So, since the case of MNK has been adjourned indefinitely, meaning no date, no time, anytime every well, this is the time we need our army now. I don't want to go back to what has happened in the past 2 months, since January, end of December, January, and this new February. I don't have to be talking about it because it's already everywhere, how the zoo is coming here to take over our land. I don't want to say much because it's already in the public. How Asawana of Asari Dokubo that we chased away from our land when our PM is here with us. We chased them away, buyed a lot of them because they are terrorist organization, chased the remaining ones. Today, Asawana is everywhere in Biafra land, especially in Imo State. Buying innocent Igbos. Asari Tokumbo, who found the Asawana terrorist group, not even sworn, he promised, he told them, buy anybody you see at sight. This Asawana came with anger of Asari Dokubo, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and against Mazi Simon Ekpa. Asawana carries the anger of Asari Dokubo against Igbo. They have this Asawana. I want you to pay very good attention. I'm telling you what is happening on ground now. Asawana has no business whatsoever with Biafra Liberation Army. Pay very good attention. Asawana has absolutely no business confronting the confronting the Biafra Liberation Army, BLA. Because they know that they can't confront them. Do you know what Asawana is doing in Imo State, in Olu, in Okigwe? Do you know what they are doing? In the old Imo. They enter village, they buy people. Anybody they see outside is a suspect. They gun them down. In the past 1 month. Asawana, in conjunction with the Zoo terrorist army and police, have been wreaking havoc in our land, both in Anambra, in the old Anambra and old Imo, especially within Ihiala axis. They go into villages, they buy people, they don't want to know who you are. Those especially the vulnerable Igbo Biafrans in those areas. That is what Asawana and Zoo terrorist army have been doing. For the past 1 to 2 months now, it has been happening. And then the evil politicians will come on air, on television, to tell you, since Mazi Simon Ekpa when Subu, since Ejime arrest, if you see the kind of calmness in Igbo land now, it is a lie. The calmness they are talking about is because the Biafra armed forces is no longer active. Our army is ineffective, is not functioning. I'm telling you the truth. I am telling you the gospel truth. Our armed forces is ineffective, so therefore nothing is going on. That is the reason why the criminal politicians from Igbo land will go on air to tell you, since the arrest of Simon Ekpa, if you see the calmness in Igbo land now, there is no calmness anywhere in Igbo land. It is even worse than before, as I'm talking to you right now, because these people are now buying people unchallenged. Unchallenged. They are buying people unchallenged. And these evil politicians will never speak about it. Rather, they will come and tell you, calm has returned in Igbo land. It is a lie. The calm they are talking about is because our army is no longer effective. The only way they are effective now is when the zoo army, try to go and look for them where they are stationed in the forest. Then some of them will be lucky to buy some of the terrorist army and police. It has never been like that before. Before is that you cannot come to our village. You don't even have to come to the bush to look for them. You cannot come to our villages and buy our people and go back alive. It was never like it. It has ever happened. It's happening only now, not before. Now they will come here, buy innocent Biafrans, our women and children, and they will go back unchallenged. Anya mmili na agbam n'anya. So our people are busy doing saga online. Those who are listening and praising sagacious individuals on social media will be busy writing comments, telling them right on, while our people are being pied on a daily basis here in Biafra land. It is a big shame. I am quite disappointed. So my message to them who are in charge of the Biafran security is to step up the game. Step up the game. Step up the game. Now that Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned indefinitely, it is time to break the jinx. It is time to break the hands of the zoo. It is time to give it to them. Woto, woto. Woto, woto. It is time to raise the bar. It is time to raise the bar. It is time to raise the bar. Everybody said everybody who comes online talks about Biafra Liberation Army. So Biko, we want those armies that everybody is talking about to be active now. Now, not tomorrow. Now. Now, now, now. If we fail to do something right now, especially now that this case has been adjourned indefinitely, in the next 2 years, we may not even see the appearance of Nnamdi Kanu in the court. I am saying it today. Mark today's date, 10th of February 2025. But take my word for granted at your own peril. The case has been adjourned indefinitely. If we fail to do something right now, be rest assured you are not going to see Nnamdi Kanu in court even in the next 2 years. Because the only thing the zoo wanted is to silence him. So if the case is not going on and he is being abandoned in the custody, the zoo has nothing to lose. Pay attention. The zoo has nothing to lose. Are you listening? The zoo has nothing to lose. So it is time for us to step up the game. Those who are in charge of the security of Biafra, you are the one that I'm talking to. Because the two should I call it two government, the two people or two groups who are, you know, fighting for or talking about the Biafra restoration. Everybody is speaking about the Biafra Liberation Army. So who are in charge? We don't want to know who is in charge, but I know who is who. So if anyone that is effective fighting the zoo, giving it to them woto, I will come here and tell you, my brothers and sisters, oh boy, dota, boy, a push our army. Let us support him or her. I remain the same person I told you that I am. And I can never, ever be bullied into succumbing or doing what I don't want to do or something that is not right. Now, having sent this message, very, very clear message to everybody, all people who are talking about the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Liberation Army, that this is the time we need them to act. The zoo must receive it woto. They have been parading themselves here, parabolating everywhere in our land, unchallenged. It must not continue. It must not continue, especially in this critical time that Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned indefinitely. The zoo will stand to lose nothing if he remains in their custody for the next 2 years without any trial. Now, having said that, the last message I have is for Adade Oramma. I will call you by your name. I believe that you are listening to me right now from your location. Please pay very good attention. I have a message for you. In the beginning of this whole thing, I was the only one who made a move, who put a call across, sent voice notes to Mazio Genkere and Dr. Ngozo Arabueze, calling them for a meeting to settle this very matter. Pay attention, please, because this very word that I'm about to say right now, or this very message that I'm about to send, I will not send this message again. This is going to be the first and the only time I'm going to do this. I am the only one. I did not say I am the person. I said I am the only person, only one person who put call across to these two individuals, calling them for a meeting so that we can be able to settle it. Even before that, move that I made, I was already on live broadcast calling them to settle the matter inside instead of bringing it outside. And then when I didn't see any move to settle it between themselves, I called, and of course, I sent a voice note calling them for a meeting to resolve the matter. It is quite unfortunate that position and money has made our people to look down on those who paved the way for their success. It's quite unfortunate. Let me repeat, position and money has made our people to neglect and look down on those who are supposed to be seen as heroes, those who pave way for their success. Position and money. Because I can't listen to anybody. Who are you to listen to? Are you richer than me? Are you more educated than me? Are you wiser than me? I have traveled, I've traveled far and wide. I am bigger than you, so who are you to talk to me? This is our problem. Now, I'm sending message to Adade Oramma anyway. After my effort to unify these two individuals failed woefully because they refused to listen to me, I was even insulted in the process. Now, When I saw that no one is ready to pay attention to me or to my plea, I came online. My own problem, let me tell you once again, my own problem was not their problem. Their problem may be position. Their problem may be any other thing. Their problem may be power. Any other thing could be their problem, but that was never my problem. My problem was I came online the day I read the charter to tell our people that the dissolution of the Biafra government is inappropriate. It's not right, because according to the law that guides the government, made it clear the way the government would be dissolved when the time comes. That was my crime. I never sagared anybody. I never insulted anybody. I didn't call anybody any name. I didn't say anybody is a Nigerian agent. I didn't say anybody is a criminal. I didn't say you shouldn't follow anybody. I only said that the way the government of Biafra was, resolved on the podium, on air, in the live broadcast during the convention was wrong. Because according to the document that guides the government of Biafra, made it very, very clear how the Biafra government will be dissolved when the time comes. So, Adadi Oramma picked offense. Picked an offense, and Dr. Ngozi Orabeze picked an offense. They began to write to all Biafran platforms to boycott Biafra Unite. And why did they pick offense? They picked offense because the charter that I read is against what they did. That is the reason why they picked offense. No, they didn't pick offense because I am fighting for Genkere. They didn't pick offense because I'm on the side of Genkere. No. Even in that same broadcast, I made it clear that I am not on the side of anybody. I made it very clear. But they didn't hear that one. They heard the charter that I read, which is against what Madam Ngozi Orabeze did. That is their anger against me. Not that they have any issue with me. Not that they have any evidence against me, looking for a way to bring anybody down. No. Or they have any evidence against me taking money or bribe from anybody. No. It is because I am the one who brought the charter to the notice of all Biafrans, and the charter is against the dissolution of the Biafra government. That is my offense. Now, I want to tell Madam Adadi Oramma, my own sister that used to be very, very close to me. But after my broadcast, you came online to lie against me, leveled baseless, unfounded, and unbelievable allegation against my person. You claimed that Ogenkere Bunyalumego billions to come and fight Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. You told the Biafran people, I'm talking to you, Adadi Oramma. I am very, very, I believe that you are listening right now from your end. You told the Biafran people, after you cried, you shed crocodile tears online and leveled allegation against me that no Genkere Bunyalumego to fight Ngozi Orabeze. You may say you didn't say anything like that, but I want to remind you one. Just one. And then I will send my message to you. You made mention of the man. So why I'm going to remind you this is because I wouldn't want you to forget or to say you didn't do anything like that. The reason why I'm saying this and the reason why I'm taking my time to say this is because I won't talk about it. You said you made mention of one man in Ghana who won some money last year, December. You said that man contacted me through you, that the man wanted to give me some money. And that was the time I was calling people to come and assist me to pay for the platform, for this software which I use for my broadcast. I was calling people to come that time to help me pay for the software. Then you said that even the time this thing was happening was the time I was calling people to come and help me pay for the platform, for the software which I use for broadcast. Yet somebody made himself available to assist me, to give me money. And then because no genkere bunyalumego, that is the reason why I refuse to take that money from that man. Because of ego bunyalumu, ego Nigeria government bunyalumu through genkere. That is the reason why I refuse to take that money from that man from Ghana. You said this to me in the public. If Adade Olama is not listening, because I've seen one comment, somebody said Adade Olama is live now. If she's live, somebody must cut this place and send it to her. Very, very important. You opened your mouth and said in the public, now because ne bunyelumego kanjina anaro that man that money. Shedding crocodile tears, blackmailing me in the public. Why shedding tears? In order for them to believe what you are saying and hate Biafra unite. So I listened to that broadcast from beginning till the end in fairness. Saying, wow. This life on Kwakodi. Now you didn't tell Biafrans that I personally called you on phone after having discussion with that man in Ghana. That man said he wanted to bless me because he won 20 million. He wanted to bless me and appreciate my work for Biafra. After having discussion with the man, you didn't tell Biafran that I called you and asked you, how do you know this man? Do you trust him? You open your mouth Adade Olama to tell me that if my heart does not accept the money, I should leave it. In fact, leave it. You told me that. You refused to tell Biafrans that I had a conversation with you, asking you, how do you know this man? Do you really trust him? And you told me, if your heart does not accept, leave it. In fact, leave it. Just rapier. You didn't tell Biafrans like this. And after that word, with even the message that I had already sent to the man, thanking him and accepting the offer, I quickly rushed to that his WhatsApp and deleted that message. The message I sent to that man, thanking him and accepting his offer after having discussion with him, and then I sent him that message, accepting the offer and thanking him at the same time, and then I came back to call you, to talk to ask you. You told me if my heart does not accept it, I should leave it. In fact, rapier. You didn't tell Biafrans this one. You said Nigeria government go through again, Kere. Now, because I've spoken to a few people that I laid this complaint to them because because Adade Olama was somebody who was very close to me. They told me it's because she's angry. She's angry. I said to them, no, them that when you are angry with me, come on air and insult me than laying allegation against me. Nobody gives me money. Nobody. Ogenkere cannot give me money to go silent. Ogenkere cannot give me money not to fight for him. If he wants to give me money and if I want to accept his money under any agreement is to come and fight for him and start hammering on everything on his favor. He can't give me money to go silent when the online media war is raging. It's not possible because he would have utilized this Biafra Unite platform to fight for himself. He can't give me money to go silent when the war is going on. Biafrans, can you use your brain? The salary of a thing, nobody, I will say it 1,000 times, nobody has ever paid me salary in this struggle. I have said it before that I am not saying that I have not been helped by anybody. Nobody has ever wired money into my account before under illusion or under any request. No, I don't even use bank account. The few individuals who has helped me when I was in financial need, I am the one that contacted them. I called them by myself and requested, them for their help. I asked for their help. They didn't just give me money. I contacted them by myself and asked for their help. And when they agreed to assist me, I have to travel away, far away from my state. I have to go far away where I don't even know anybody. Where I don't know anybody, I have to travel far away and use account of a POS person who doesn't even know anything about me, who I don't even know, to receive the help from the few individuals that have assisted me financially when I was in need. Because I don't have account. I don't have account. Mona bank adịrọ na mma. Mona ndị bank adịrọ na mma. So, nobody has ever, for one single second, wired money into my account. Nobody has done that. Nobody. I have few individuals that have assisted me financially, and I am the one who called them and requested for their help. And when they agreed, I have to travel out from my state to go and use POS account to receive the financial assistance from these few individuals. I have said it before that I'm not saying that nobody has ever helped me before. People have helped me. Few not many people, just very, very few number of people, maybe 4 persons or 3 persons in this struggle. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the saga that is going on, with the division that is going on, because when this thing happened was long ago. Very long ago. It has nothing to do with what is going on right now. When it was many, can I say years or months, long ago, several months or years ago. It's not today. It's not anything that happened recently. I am saying this in the public. Those who have helped me, if you are not on my side, if you don't like what I'm doing, you have the freedom to come in the public to say it and bring our conversation. Let us see the date when it happened. Those who have assisted me, those few people, they are not more than 3 or 4 people. If you don't like what I'm doing now, you are free to come in the public and show it, say it in the public. Show the date of our conversation. Let us see if it has anything to do with this division that is going on in the Biafra movement. Yes, I'm very, very open. Very, very open. So anybody who blackmailed me, hey, Italia na apia borokwa mu na apia okwa Italia mmongo. Okwa Italia mmongo. I am not here to fight any individual. My fight is against the zoo government to leave my people alone. To leave my people alone. I am not in for your saga. Anybody who wants saga should go to the platform of those who are doing saga. I am not here for saga. Therefore, my broadcast will continue. My expositions will continue against the zoo government and its criminal elements. And my recorded broadcast will continue as well. I can't afford to disappoint Nnamdi Kanu. I can't afford to disappoint Mazi Simon Ekpa, and I can't afford to disappoint my Biafran people that I love so much, especially those who really want freedom. I can't afford to disappoint those who have paid the ultimate price in this very struggle. I have a brother, my own bro. It's okay. So many people are not aware the reason why I do what I do. A lot of you don't know the reason why I hate Chinasa Nworu to the core. Chinasa Nworu, if for that man, I will tell my story. I will tell my story when the time comes, not now. I will tell my story. A lot of you in this very struggle, you are enjoying the saga that is going on. You have not lost anything. You have not lost anything. You have not lost a brother. You have not lost a sister. You have not even lost a family member. You haven't lost anything in this very struggle. That's why you enjoy the saga. You forgot that no Nondian Abokubu Nondi Mado. Nandian Ebubundi Mado no umunne Mado. Nandian Ebu Bumunne Mado. Especially the innocent ones who are not even involved in the struggle. You forgot these things. All of you listening to this nonsense that is going on, including those involved, you haven't lost your flesh and blood, your own blood. You haven't watched a video. Ijiro video eba na-egbu nwanne gị. Ijiro video share na social media eba na-egbu your own blood. Nwanne gị ofu nna gị. Ijiro video yeah. You don't have the video. There is nothing like that. That's why only you put na kinyo na meheri ko ma aka na nwele ife fama. It's okay. On that note, I'm going to open the line for anyone who wants to call in and make their contribution. But please, if you call me here and mention the name of Mazio Genkere or Dr. Ngozo Rabeze, you are off. I will cut you off immediately. We have a topic at hand. In case you did not see the headline of this very live broadcast, it is called PM Simon Ekpa, MNK, Binta Nyako, Zoo Government, Igbo Politicians, and Biafra Liberation. That is the title of this very broadcast. So once you call in, make sure that you stick to the topic. Including Adade Oramma, you can't mention her name. I have only sent a message to her. And I am not asking her to come and beg me for forgiveness. Let me make it clear again. I am not demanding any apology from Adade Oramma. I don't need any apology from her. She has done what she did. The only way to escape the wrath of our land and my God, it doesn't matter. You can claim to be whoever you want to be. It doesn't matter. As long as you have offended the spirit of our land, you will pay the price. Nobody has ever given me money in this very struggle to fight anybody, and nobody has the capacity to do that. I say no, when I say nobody, I mean everybody is involved. Nobody has the capacity to give me money to fight anybody or to come on the side of anybody. Nobody has the capacity to do that. Even if you like bring billions, you don't have the capacity to do that. So anybody who come on earth and said Biafra Unite has been paid, I am not demanding an apology from you. I don't need your apology. What you need to do is the same way you went on air to blackmail me is the same way you are going to go on air to tell Biafra. Don't ask me for forgiveness. Don't beg me for apology or forgiveness. I don't need the apology. I don't need any apology from anybody. Don't beg me. But it's quite the same way you were on air, where blackmail is on air, where that's all. That's all I need from you. Not apology. Don't beg me for apology. I've already forgiven you. But if you want the spirit of our ancestors, the spirit of our land to forgive you, on air, against me. When we fought the DOS, we fought them with evidence. We fought them with evidence, not baseless allegations, not blackmails. We fought them with evidence. I'm going to share the link right now for those who want to make comment. I will share the link to the in the comment section. Those of you that want to join via the link, you can now click the link in the comment section and come in. We have only 30 more minutes to answer questions. If you have questions, please bring it on. If you want to make comment, please, you are free. Remember what I said, you must stick to the topic. The topic today is Nnamdi Kanu and the zoo. That is the topic. If you want to make comment about, the buying of our people in Biafra land, you are free to do so. But any comment concerning Dr. Ngozi Orabueze or Mazio Genkere, you are off the platform without any delay. And also Adade Oramma, any comment concerning Adade Oramma, you are off. I've already sent her my message. The link is now in the comment section, so you can click the link and join me in the studio. Ojugo, you can unmute yourself and speak to us.
Okay, Biafra Unite. Nice to hear from you. Good afternoon from US.
Good evening from here. You're welcome.
Okay. It's been a long time and it's been a journey, watching and following this Biafra thing, it's been a really rough road, including the citizens of Biafra, the media, the leadership. Like when I didn't listen to you from the beginning, because at a point I have to unsubscribe from everybody. But for some reason, my YouTube brought a channel up. So I was like, oh, I thought you wanted to sell your platform. But I heard your voice. So I said, okay, that's Biafra Unite that I know. But when I heard you said you didn't back with anybody, which was, true. I can testify that from the beginning. You were, your first program was on the charter. But my question is this. The charter, Yes. Did you hear Simon saying immediately? Because I'm a listener to media and especially to Mazi Simon. And on his program, he said immediately after the declaration that the cabinet will be dissolved. So, what's the difference of what was done on the declaration and what you were trying to prove to us on the charter? Like, what was your stand that really made you to? Uh, are you on the side that will follow what Simon said, or is there any other way you think they would have done it to be better than just immediately declaring dissolving the cabinet as the way it was dissolved? Or was it the announcement on the pulpit that got to your nerves, that you had a change of mind? Because you never fight government. I've been following you for a long time, you know. Even there was a point we didn't hear from you for a while, and then after you resurface again. So, what could you please clarify me this, because I really want to understand where you are coming from with the charter and what Simon said. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Please, anybody who is coming here, once you come here, I only understand two languages. One is Igbo language and the next one is English. If you want to speak Igbo, you are welcome to speak Igbo. If you want to speak English, you are welcome. But if you are an Igbo person and you want to talk to me, or you want to talk to Biafrans and you want to speak English, please, the way go did that American fune no so.
That is it. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. sorry about that.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. I've had your question, and the response to your question will be very, very simple and easy.
Okay.
That notion or word that Mazi Simon Ekpa said immediately, according to your word, immediately after declaration of Biafra, then the Biafra government in exile will be dissolved, is a lie. It's a typical lie. That notion should be dead and gone forever. Nobody should be coming here to talk about that. Our PM was very, very clear to what he said. He said, after the declaration of Biafra, when we start gaining recognition from international communities, including that America where you are, I have the video. I have the video of what I'm saying. Please, I'm not receiving calls from WhatsApp. If you are calling me on WhatsApp, please stop calling me for now. I'm not receiving any call from WhatsApp, please. If you are listening to me from your location, don't call me on WhatsApp, please. PM cannot make a law and break the law at the same time. He said, after the declaration, listen and listen very carefully, madam, because I have the video of what I'm talking about. He said,
I'm listening, and I want you to play the video. I really like to see, I want to really get that information so that I'll know like
anybody who is saying PM said immediately after the declaration of Biafra that he's going to dissolve the government in exile is lying to you. He said, after the declaration of Biafra, when we start gaining recognition from international community, when recognition start coming in from international community, including America, then we will form what is called transitional government. We will form transitional government. After the formation of transitional government, then that is when the dissolution of the government in exile will take place. Not immediate. Those you see, because I don't want to get into this saga. That's why I don't want to start debunking all the lies that I've been told. Please, can you stop asking me that question, because I don't want to get into this. Just this what I've told you now. Because I'm still on air and I was not prepared to play that video, but I'm going to search for that video because I am sure that I have it in my on my gadget. So I'll look for it while we continue. But let me take another word from another person. Stick around. Just stay here while I search for that video. Stick around.
I will. I will.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry.
Azubike, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Welcome. Good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know I come to. It's probable. Oh, go on. You are welcome. Can people on social, people online. The way I'm asking you here, man. I was one of your big fan. Now supporting the main phone all the time. I thank you so much. Thank you. Madam, welcome to the Wagana Baria. I told me so, Igbo, and I told me get both sides. Come to your own, come to your own. Ordinary Kita ka a ga-ama ma nwoke ụdọrọ ọfụma. Kita ka Biafra ga-ama ma ekwu ọfụma. And ịkwụkwanụ ọfụma ahụ gịnị? Never you take side. Okay? Never you take side. It's like you are coming back now to resurrect and give the dead ones peace and give the living peace. Akwai na aghọta na kịtị batara na ife emebichago. Now, go on now, coordinate Ghana and the rest of our media. Imagine each quarter now. Where does you talk suppose the actually okay, Gawa only cast only cast. Watch what is going on now. And in order to share the incident address, Manaki should put everything, all mechanism in place. That's all. All him to Orofuma stand firm. It's your inside the Ronya, inside the Ronya. Thank you so much.
Udo Deregemazi, thank you for your comment. I bless you. I bless the name of God. Thank you. All right. Madam, you have to stick around, please. I'm searching for that video because I know I have it. Yeah, APST, please grab the microphone and speak to us. APST Stephen, grab the microphone. Okay. Dave Francis, please grab the microphone and talk to us.
Okay, Biafra, nice. Are you hearing me now?
Loud and clear, please go ahead.
Wow, one day, okay, Kelengo. I greet you, my big brother. You know, I've been following you from long time, 2020. When I could remember when they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, that they declared the first sit at home. That later the DOS were doing review whether they should cancel it. I remember when you said that if the DOS cancel the sit at home, you wage war against them, and you started the war. We fought the DOS with evidence and with truth, and you supported our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And this now our Prime Minister has been detained, and I've been following you, following all what you have been doing. I discovered one thing: you have interest for our people, and again, you're always talking about our defense, which you also made mention today now that they have like our leader Nnamdi Kanu will no longer come to court again for a long time. That is the right time. The Biafran Defense Force, the Biafran Liberation Army, is the time for them to start hitting the zoo. So now I have some questions for you. So now it's true, because I've been following the Biafran Liberation Army in their page for a while now. They have not been posting anything. They just calm down and things have been going on. People have been dying. The terrorists have been killing our people, which is very bad. So 2 days ago, they came out and sent a memo that they will be sit at home on 13th and 14th, which is on Thursday, Friday, to avenge the killings of the people. So just like what you are trying to say now, they have already do it. So it's not a question. I'd like to plead to you, please, because of this kind of your channel, since you are not either both sides, both the two people, but you are for the interest of Biafra and for the defense of Biafra, which is the most important thing. So please, can you help us and share these flyers from them, from the defense force, because they say they only needed a playing ground where our people will sit at home so that they can be able to flush out this thing. I think they have come out to fight, because them too, they were being should I say, they were careful. Confusion was going on because of the media saga that was coming up, and the truth must be told. Our finances was divided from going to them. Some people were paying into different accounts, some people were paying different accounts in accounts that the prime minister gave. So with this thing, and some people were insulting our Biafran Defense Force, that they are criminals, they are kidnappers. I was following everything, and it hurt me. People that are volunteer forces, you are now people that you were praising for a long time. You are calling them, they were protecting your land. All of a sudden, they become criminals, they become the kidnappers, and these people in homeland were sharing, we are believing this misinformation. So they lied, they pipe low because they are not paid. And I support their action a little bit. There was a time I was also tagging them that the killings is too much. So now that they have decided to come out to fight, please, I want you, I'm begging you or pleading on you, please, you can be broadcasting their dealings, their statements, since you are not standing on any both side, but for the interest of Biafra. Today they have declared 2 days sit at home, which is Thursday and Friday. So can you use your channel, because Biafrans in homeland listening to you much, and they believe you. And since you have not been talking, a lot of things have been spoiling. People are not getting the real truth. A lot of people have been misinformed. Some people have been
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, Mazi, I've heard you. Biafra Liberation Army is my darling. You understand? It doesn't matter what people say or what people do. Biafra Liberation Army is my bedrock, is my strength. Because I know very well that without a fight, no world leader will listen to anybody. Don't tell me about diplomatic movement or blah, 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 those things. If there is no fight on ground, no world leader will listen to you.
Exactly.
I know what it takes to get freedom. I know what it takes to get freedom. I'm in the freedom battle, and I have read histories of those that fought for freedom many years ago. So I know exactly what it takes to get freedom. Nobody will come here to tell me, I don't want to listen to those things when there is no battle going on ground. Because what world leaders look at is, are you fighting? They don't listen to your plea that they are buying your people. They don't listen to that. Nobody wants to pay attention to your plea or your call for help. No. They want to see your own activities. When they see that there is a battle going on, they wouldn't want the escalation of that battle, because they know if it escalates into a full-blown war, even them will be affected. It's either they will be affected financially or they will be affected through refugee, and they don't want it. So when your people are being paid, they are telling me, I'm going for diplomatic move, I'll be looking at people and I'll be laughing. Sometimes in fairness, because a lot of our people are married what it takes to get freedom. So anything I am not that type of person. So I know me feel with my brother. Initially, I wasn't aware about the declaration, but I'm going to look into it. And be rest assured that Biafra Liberation Army is my bedrock, is my darling, and is my hope of getting freedom from the zoo. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you. One
All right, before bringing in another person, let me play the video for our sister that made a request for it. What's going on? Sorry, I'm going to remove everybody so that the video can play uninterrupted. Stick around. Those on the screen already, stick around. I want to play the video uninterrupted. It seems like everything has... Don't know if everything is crashing or what. Hold on, please. Oh my God. Can't even hear anything. Okay, just a moment, please. Just a moment. Let me see if I can play it from video file. Yeah.
Will be dissolved. Immediately we start getting recognition from the international community. And then we start the preparation for the transitional government. That is the reason we have the de facto government functional. The structure is already in place. So as soon as the recognition start coming from the United States, every other person follows. United Nations follows. And that will start the preparation for the transitional government. So those people that are putting their coat in a very high place, like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, all of them, they will also be running, and that's when they will know that they are Biafra people. But of course, everybody will put their hands on the deck for us to have the desired nation that we have.
Let me play it once again from beginning.
It's going to be, this government will be dissolved. Immediately we start getting recognition from the international community. And
did you hear that, madam?
Yes, yes, I did.
So which international community or nation that you have gotten recognition from, please?
None that I'm aware of. They've not made anything public right now. If they did, I'm not aware of it, on my own side. But I'm happy that you played this. That kind of gave me, to ask more questions with listening to this video and refreshing my memory, on this. Now I know it was during the interview of this man that he said this. So when I ask questions, then I can now refer back to this video, having refreshed my memory now. So
Okay,
thank you so much for this video. Ekening of my sorry. I'm so I'm gonna switch two of them. Yeah, I think that's okay. But like I said, I follow you so much, and to the point that if I mix your live video, I feel like I missed something. But when all this started, I have to, because I wasn't sure where you are and where you stand, I kind of subscribe from everybody, like I didn't want to hear anything more about this Biafra thing. That's go up, go down, go this, go that, contribute money today, not contribute money tomorrow, the money not accounted, the money it's too much for anybody to take in. So I'm happy to hear your voice. Like I said, welcome back. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I can see that you are a genuine person. You are a genuine person. So this is the video of our prime minister that I have. I'm talking to everybody now, general public. So anybody who has another one that I don't know, please, you have my number. My WhatsApp number is in the public. Kindly send it to me, or if you have a platform, post it on your platform. I will come across it.
Please,
Thank you, madam.
give me my your WhatsApp?
My WhatsApp number. Hold on.
Give me your WhatsApp number.
Can you see? Can you see a place called private chat?
Okay, on the chat.
Private chat.
No.
you are going to see, look at something that has notification, something, maybe red notification or something.
Am I able to see it since I'm inside the studio?
Yes, everyone in the studio can see it.
Okay, now okay, there we go. Yeah, it's in the chat. Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Okay, I'm copying it right away. Yes.
All right. Thank you. God bless you. And like as I said, thank you, Madam Ojugo. God bless you. This is the video that I have. Anybody that has another one, please, you can send it to me or post it on your platform. I will come across it. Let me play it for the last time before we move. But this video is not to antagonize anybody. I played it on request. On anybody name me for name, go ahead, name me fee name. I am not asking you to stop, but I made a comment long ago when I was making my broadcast. I told Biafran people not to worry. In no distant time, you will all see who is fighting for Biafra. And the only person that I will recommend fighting for Biafra is anyone who will take up our military and fight the zoo, as PM has been doing, as all of us has been doing. That is going to be my own person. I am saying it again now, as I said before. Let us continue. I will play the video for the last time, and then I'll bring another person to make a comment.
Is going to be, this government will be dissolved. Immediately we start getting recognition from the international community. And then we'll start the preparation for the transitional government. That is the reason we have the de facto government functional. The structure is already in place. So as soon as the recognition start coming from the United States, every other person follows. United Nations follows. And that will start the preparation for the transitional government. So those people that are putting their coat in a very high place, like Gozi Okonjo-Iweala and all of them, they will also be running, and that's when they will know that they are Biafra people. But of course, everybody will put their hands on the deck for us to have the desired nation that we have.
All right. Mbebu, Emeka, please grab the microphone.
nwanne m adị m obi makpara m na ịhụkwara gị n'ụbọchị nke taa anyị pụtara bịakwuola Biafra okwu mụọ anyị hụgo ama m maka ị na-apụta mgbe ọzọ anyị dobi makpara m ma onye oji ọbịama ji kpa mụwụ maka na onye a na-ekiri ekiri nwere ihe ọ na-eme na-esi ghara ivesikozo onye a na-ekiri ekiri nwere ihe ọ na-eme. You are the lovely one. People love you so much. We love you and we need you. No matter what is happening, all of us are watching. You are a big brother to us. You can this forum now come more identify a little bit. Ima mgbe kwugo ihe gbasara defense onye na joy. No joy is this. Maka na a na-ekwu ụka sị nga ọbụla a na-alụ ọgụ ka a na-abịa ajụsị ele ihe nsogbu unu. Nga ọbụla jiri oyi ọ onye ga ya agafe maka na onye ma ihe megide ya. Anyị kwuru na mbụ so defense anyị nọ oke. Anyị ji ọwụ maka defense anyị Chukwu mere anyị ebere ndị nọgara ya ọnụ ma ihe ha mere. Adịghị oke. Adịkwa mbụ ekwu ya sị defense anyị ewe ndị ha side. I still dey talk am before ugbu a mezunu gị ka m na-ekwu gị ya. Ewe ndị ha side. Ihe ha defend ihe believe n'wo onye ọwụla mere ihe kwesịrị ime ka ike mee ka zoo ike dị down na ihe ọwụ ebe anyị nọ. Mụ na okwu ebe m nọ. Ekwesịrị m ike na ka ahụ agwa dịrị iko na ọkwa n'ebe ị nọ. Maka na defense ga-enye anyị ihe anyị chọrọ. Mgbe our leader Maazị Simon Ekpa pụtara all through defense bụ ihe mere na onye ọbụla ji support because anyị hụzi na defense a dị strong. Maka na ndị echeghachi defense anyị but mgbe ọ pụta PK defense anyị ahụ na yes all we are onye mege high because all defense were the most important thing. That one is number one. Number two, our leader nọ na ụlọ mkpọrọ and anyị ahụ n'ote ihe si agaga ilechikwa n'anya ote ihe si dịrị na nsogbu dị maka otu isi kwuo ka asụkwa na anyị gbakwa nkịtị gọọmenti Naijiria nọ na mma ha nọ na ekweghị oyoyo maka na gịnị onye ha ji ha ka ji ya. Anyị na onwe anyị ụmụ Biafra ana m ayọ unu dododo onye ọbụla mma ya dị nkọ were ya ma ihe bara uru igbukwere nwanne gị maka na igbo ụbana nwanne gị ọnụkwu ụbana nwanne gị a na-echefu echefu maka na ọ ga-abịa chikwa one day bịa chetere gị na ọgwa ya maka onye igbo. ihe nkwekwugo ka awụ maka na ọ ga-adị mma na anyị na onwe anyị ụwa na-ele ele anyị na-ebezi awele ntọ awụ onwe anyị. Ọ dị na nwa Obiọma kpara m n'ụbọchị nke taa na ịpụtara bịa kwuo ụka and ekwe ihe ndị ọzọ imekwere lụtara aka iso na ya ekwutekwere na ya kpọkwara aha. Obiọma dị m na isi na ya kpọkwara aha maka na ịchọ ọsaga ọkwala ihe m chọrọ anyị achọ ọsaga ihe a chọrọ ebe were ahụ eziokwu na-adị and eziokwu ka anyị ji aga and ihe ọbụla a ga-eme ka difensị anyị dị oke biko ka anyị mee ya ka difensị anyị dị oke maka na difensị anyị dịrị n'ọrụ ndị abatawala anyị n'ime ihe ndị anyị chụpụrụ achụpụ ugbu na-abatawala asị m Chukwu oke abịa ma gozie gị maka na ekwuru m ụka na mitin anyị mere bifo sị biko nụ onye a hapụkwara difensị anyị na difensị anyị dị oke hapụga na ihe agaghị na soshal midia na ndị egbu gị na ndị na-egbu gị ebe difensị anyị na ndị agha abafu ya they never bond them well ibe ebe difensị anyị ekelele gị si ọma mere nwoke mere nwaanyị.
Thank you, Mazi Udodrege. Thank you for your comment. Mazi Dan, please grab the microphone. Everybody must stick on the topic so we don't deviate again. And another thing, please, we must use, at least for now, 2 minutes to, make our comment because very soon we will be rounding up. All right, Mazi Dan, please go ahead, grab the microphone and speak to us. Mazi Dan, are you there?
Yeah, I know about Ikuku.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, Ikuku.
You're welcome.
I'm very happy to hear your voice this evening because since all these things happening, I have a lot of people by my side. Nobody is happy on what is going on, and I have been following you until when I read your post. I was so disappointed and I don't know where to start. But this evening I can tell you that I'm very happy to hear your voice and I'm happy that you are back. And I know that every Biafran anybody that means well for Biafran is happy to hear your voice because you are the voice that spoke. Even when my Simon Ekpa is still with us, when you spoke, everybody always listen and you know how to talk to Biafrans and they will understand. And even when we hear your voice, it's like we are hearing the voice of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. So we are very happy to see you come back because as in Oyo Nabiala, Oyo Bialada happened, Oyo Nabiala. So we are fighting for our nation. And many people have lost their life. So because of those people that have lost their life, we cannot go back on it. And everybody who is meanwhile for Biafra, see what happened in the court today. We know that our leader is standing strong and we have to stand strong with him. So thank you so much and I welcome you back. Whoever that said whatever he said against you, that person will surely tender apology to Biafrans because I need to hear me accused. So thank you for coming back and we appreciate you. We love you. Welcome back.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. God bless you. Biafra for life, please grab the microphone. 2 minutes, please.
All right. Thank you.
Speak up, speak up, speak up, please.
Good evening, Biafrans. Odinamwa, good evening. I want to say you're welcome back. I've always, watched your videos, even when I'm not live. When I'm not live to listen to you, I've always come back to watch your videos. I've been a true follower. I've been following you for a long time, but this is my first time coming into your studio, as a matter of fact. And I've heard you oftentimes say, no Kenny, Adena no law, Iwama nobody. I've heard you many times say this. So what I'm saying in effect is this, regarding to the situation on ground now. Understand? If we don't call a spade, things will continue to go wrong. I know you did say at your last broadcast before you came on now that within the shortest time, people will get to know who is actually fighting or working for Biafrans. And those things are a manifestation. People are beginning to see who is actually, or the group that is actually doing what this Simon Ekpa has put in place. Then I would advise you, please continue to preach the right gospel, the gospel of truth, that one which our PM has preached. Stand on it and let those people who have come out for truth and who are genuinely fighting for Biafra know where to, channel their resources, because it's the lack of resources that is militating against the functionality of our defense now. The division of this house has made the finance that is being generated so dwindled that the right channel has not enough fund, to give to the men on ground. Please don't say that you continue to remain neutral. If you continue to remain neutral without pointing to the right direction, things will continue to go wrong. Please call a spade a spade.
Mazi, let me respond to that before you continue.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes ago, I said the way I am stationed, I don't need anybody to tell me who is who. What I'm saying is this: I don't need anybody to tell me what they are doing or to come on social media to say I'm doing this and that. No. By the time I see our military standing firm the way they used to stand, giving it to the zoo woto, I will know who is in charge, and I will come and tell Biafrans, this is my person. But in as much as the group of Sawana terrorist group of Asari Dokubo are still here, parabolating on the streets of Biafra, buying our people unchallenged, I am not seeing anything. Thank you. My hope is on our defense. I know what you said in terms of dividing our funds. I heard you.
Yeah.
But before now, before the division, our defense was intact.
Of course.
So I don't want anybody, I don't want to believe that our defense will have nothing to to do or to offer within 1 or 2 months of the division. Then the defense will scatter overnight. So please, I know I don't need that kind of advice. I know exactly what I'm saying. I know my eyes are on the ball. Even all this while I've not been online, my eyes are on the ball. By the time I begin to see woto, you must not even post it on social media before I know. I know what I'm doing. Relax. Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you too.
I don't want to hear anything about diplomatic moves on the invite. I don't want to hear those things, because those things are irrelevant when there is nothing going on ground. Chukwuka, please grab the microphone. 2 minutes, everybody, please. We have a lot of people in the studio. Chukwuka, unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah. Biafra, you not grieving, sir?
Good evening from here.
All right. Ekelere gị well because we have missed you a lot. Because also so gị abụ onye ga-apụta na this struggle. Kwuo eziokwu, adọta ikwu ya koshade. And some months naanị nọ na Midan, we have lost a lot. I must tell you the truth. Honestly, I like Otishi happen because we have been wandering in exile. But to God be the glory that you have come back and you have seen the truth and you know the truth. So I thank you very much for you to come back again. So, Mana, Iem Choyuku, concerning our defenses, the problem of our defenses is because of the following some individuals, which is not supposed to be like that. Their forces, they don't have to follow a particular person. They are fighting for the liberation of Biafrans. And Otashimana Enwego division, they don't have to believe on anybody. They have to stand on their rights to our leader comes back. That is when they will start to be listening to anybody. But here we see any angle they have to use and defend our people, let them use it. Let them stop following every individual ranking on social media, because most of individuals parabolating on social media, they're doing it for their own interests, which is no good. Let our defenses stop listening to all those people. Okay, this one said that I'm fighting for the liberation of our people. This one said that I'm fighting for the liberation of our people. They are in their centers. Anywhere that the money comes, let them grab it and use it and focus on the security of our people. Secondly, the leaders of the Fatos in homeland, if it will be possible, let them be working hand to hand with the forces, because I don't believe that each community don't have a representative that guides them, because I don't believe that attack will start from let me say 12 o'clock now till 1 o'clock without the notification of any leader from that community that will allow our forces to come for the revenge. I don't believe that. So what I'm saying in that sense that our defenses should stop listening to the propaganda going on social media. All these social media warriors, some of them are doing it for their own selfish interests. Some of them are doing it for the benefits they're gaining from the media, not for our liberation. Thank you. I pass my mic.
Thank you. God bless you.
I didn't watch on you.
Go ahead, be fine. Have I called you to speak? Did I call you to speak?
Okay. Because someone even saying,
please let this not repeat again, or else I will remove you from the studio. You have to wait your turn. Anison, grab the microphone. There are many people, even I have not even brought them to the screen. There are more than how many people in the studio at the backstage. So you have to wait. When I call your name, you speak. Anison, please grab the microphone. Anison, are you there? Unmute yourself and speak.
Okay. Am I coming out?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Good evening, all the one.
You're welcome.
Good evening, Biafrans all over the world.
Seems like you are not ready to speak. Nelly, please grab the microphone. Nelly, grab the microphone. Please, if you are in a noisy place, It's either you move out of that place or you can leave your contribution or submission for our next broadcast. Nelly, please grab the microphone and speak.
Oh, nwanne m, ọ dị na nwa ekene m gị ekene m Igbo niile ekene m Biafra niile. I am so happy to hear from you. Obi dị m ụtọ because I have been looking for you every day, Mabana online. Where is Biafra Unite? The first day you made analysis, that was my first time to know about the charter. You did a wonderful job. And I was spreading it. You opened people's eyes. People that did not know what is going on came and then know the truth. But all of a sudden you disappeared. And don't tell him they disappear. The work was hanging. Because it cannot be hidden. We have a government in exile, and that government is one. And we should stand on that government. Maybe I may explain. Matter of fact, you said that you only know the finance minister and the sources that which you also supported in streaming the first fundraising. We have only one government in exile. We don't have two. And which Ogenkere is representing. So we should stand on the government and not on anybody. On the government and those people who are for the government. Your voice that was blending to get people to know the truth. Because some people were wangling in darkness. Some people wounding them. So, and this will also aggravate the anger of those people, the liberation who are suffering.
Hold on. Madam Nelly, hold on.
Yes, dear.
Even that very day that I made the broadcast, that I read the charter to the whole world, I also made it known that I'm not going to join myself in the saga. That same day, in that same broadcast. Mm-hmm. So even though that I've been broadcasting all this while, you will never see me join what is going on social media.
Yeah.
I said everything that I was supposed to say that same day, and anybody who did not listen to me, that person is on his or her own. That broadcast was made only but once. And today, when I was sending my message to Adade Oramma, I also said it's going to be only for today. And that is how it is. So the broadcast that I made was very sincere. Those who fought me, they fought me for their own selfish interest. I was not against anybody. I was only saying, let us do the right thing. Let us follow the procedure. So my hands are clean, and I am angry with everybody. I am angry with everybody because we shouldn't have allowed what happened to be blown out of proportion. As mature as we are, if we were sincere, we shouldn't have allowed what happened to happen. That's why I'm angry with everybody. I'm angry with everybody, and I'm serious about it. So for the fact that they have allowed what happened to happen, until Mfonye ne push our army to give it to the zoo woto. I will come back here and tell my people. It's a message, it's a challenge to everybody. If you know you are fighting for freedom, you are sincere, and you are against the zoo, you are not working against us, our army must stand strong and giving it to them woto. You know why I said so? Because the two, the division that came in, the two people or the two groups are all talking about Biafra Liberation Army. It's a challenge. I'm throwing a challenge in the air. Madam Ngozi Orabueze and her group are talking about Biafra Liberation Army. Is it a lie? It's not a lie. They say every time they talk about Biafra Liberation Army, meaning that they are in control of Biafra Liberation Army. Isn't it? That is the truth. And then Mazo Genkere and his group are always talk about Biafra Liberation Army. Every time they talk about Biafra Liberation Army. Is it true or false? That is the truth. So meaning that these two groups are in control of Biafra Liberation Army. So I'm throwing challenge to them. Emara Megawa. Gwafakafa chase and these away from our land. Lapuzi fem ye many me. Thank you, Nemo. God bless you.
Biko, na yogi, Biko, where voice get blend, yeah? Blend your voice and be talking. Biko, don't go on the fence. Blend your voice and be talking. So God will help. God helping us, because they want to bring us back to where we have passed, and we cannot accept that. Blend your voice. Blend. You pick that voice and you were doing it. It also serves. Your voice serves. Please. You are always on the truth and speak the truth, Biko.
Thank you, Ada. God bless you. God bless you. The only thing I know is that I have said what I said, and I wouldn't be pushed to do what I don't want to do by anybody. Exactly. I know our army, and I know how they operate, or should I say how they have been operating. So anything other than to continue operating the way they have been operating, then I am not in support of it. Anybody who is putting money to wherever they are putting money, if you are putting money with Madam Ngozi Orabueze, you must make sure that the army that Madam Ngozi Orabueze said she's in control of is functioning in Biafra territory. If you are putting money on the side of Mazo Genkere, you must make sure that the army that Mazo Genkere is in charge of is functioning in Biafra land. Then, ebe wakaya no malo onye na onye n'eziokwu onye na-achọ nwere onwe. Forget all these gara na-eme na social media. I don't buy those things. I don't buy those things. I'm just watching, looking at everything. I know our general commander, who is Igwe Butuzo. I know who they are loyal to. My eyes are on the ball, and I want to see activities. I am not against anybody. I'm giving them challenge to step up the game. Then lapuzielo mo gomo na we fendi bo na akpa arekwa. Amaro mi fe onu na akpa ya ebe onu si. Lapuzielo mo gomo na arekwa ya anu. Suolu mo tarede. Suolu mo tarede. Lapuzielo mo gomo na arekwa. So cool, or nobody will. No way anybody push him to do what I don't want to do. I want to see changes and I want to see doings. Thank you. God bless you, Madam Nelly. I don't want this broadcast to get up to 3 hours. We are now on 2 hours 50 minutes. So that means a lot of people are not going to speak. Then Linda's TV show, please grab the microphone and speak. Maybe you are going to be the second to the last person.
Good evening, my brother. Good evening, Biafra worldwide. I am so happy to see you today. It's been long. And
Very,
I
very
want
long.
to tell you that you earn my respect in all these things that is going on. I respect you for not joining in staggering anything. That thing has made me to respect you the more. Like you said, do not allow anybody to push you to do what you don't want to do, because some people bụ ihe ndị Igbo na-akpọ ọrapụta nwata n'ọhịa ịkpa. Kwa ịma nnụnụ ha na-akpọ ọrapụta nwata n'ọhịa ịkpa. Some people will just bring you out and leave you behind, and at the end of the day they will keep on blaming you. But my brother, I want to tell you something. In as much as you are not supporting everybody, you are a very big voice. You know, I miss your voice, that your thunderous voice. You can as well. This is your platform owned by you. Nobody created this platform for you. It is yours. You can come here and be analyzing what is going on in Nigeria, like the way you used to do, right? You can be doing it instead of going inside totally. This is a very critical time. If myself tell you that I am not tired, because sometimes you see that most of the things that is happening, even those we call our enemies, they are not our enemies. We are enemies to ourselves. This was how Nnamdi Kanu started, almost getting there. They threw him inside gutter. Mazi Simon Ekpa came up again. I was asking myself, who will have that mind again to come and sacrifice himself at the end of the day? So, my brother, I am happy to see you. I didn't come here to talk much. I just want to tell you that you earn my respect. And what I'm saying here, I'm not saying it for people to attack me. Some people allow others to take decisions for themselves. But myself, I know who is who, and I know whom you can tell me that this is not a good person. I like the way you handle this issue for not involving yourself in all these staggering. You earn my respect. Sometimes I tell people that there is some problem you run away from, and there's some you fight. There's a time to talk, and it's not all the time you must talk. So people think by talking it makes them to be popular, it makes them to be well known. No, there's some certain things you see, you sit back and watch. Then later you can come back to draw your conclusions. So what I'm telling you right now, this is your platform. Don't abandon it. Don't involve yourself in saga which you have not involved yourself. You can come here once in a while when you have time, analyze what is going. People know you already. You don't need to. I saw somebody writing something in the comment that you should support this person, that you will have 100,000 views. I laugh. Maybe they are doing it for their benefit, what they are getting from YouTube, but they don't know that many people are not like that. So, my brother, I welcome you back, and I wish you will be analyzing things for us. We like it that way. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you, Linda's TV show. I'm sorry we can't continue. This is going to be the last person to make a comment because I don't want this broadcast to go beyond 3 hours. Please, those of you, I know there are a lot of people at the backstage. Please, I am sorry. Tomorrow will always be another day. Mazi Azubike, unmute yourself and speak to us.
Biafra mmanụ.
Daalụ.
Ụmụ Biafra ahụ na-ekele unu. Ọdịna ngwa okwu ga-amaka ihe niile kwuru amaka otu isi throw competition on ground. Ọ dị okay. But number one, what of if those group, if they have sold and collected money and push our PM to dungeon in order to claim position? This is number one.
Which
number
people?
Two,
which people?
The group which is fighting for the position. I don't want to mention any group, but what I'm giving you now is word of wisdom. Number two.
Sorry, no, before you continue with your number two, you said what if they have sold to push our PM to dungeon?
Yes.
So do you think at all? Because you see, these are the reason why I don't pay attention to social media nonsense, social media saga. Listen to me. Finland is not the zoological republic. It's not an African country. That is number one. Number one thing everybody must know. And you can't bribe them. If there is any bribe at all, it's not going to come from an individual. If there is going to be any bribe on the side of Finnish authority, it's not going to come from an individual. It has to come from the zoo because it is government to government. People must gain sense. Sense is very common, but it's not really common. No individual have the capacity of putting Mazi Simon Ekpa in the dungeon in Finland. If there is anything that like a bribe, it has to come from the zoo. So all this blackmailing of a thing, people will come on social media to lie against another, cry as much as they can in order to blackmail people. It doesn't work. People must gain sense. Common sense is not really common. You understand? If Finland will take any bribe to incarcerate our prime minister, it's not from an individual. It has to come from the zoo because it's government to government. After all, recently they just made Bianco Ojukwu a minister of foreign affairs, if I'm not mistaken, which has the capacity, because every minister has diplomatic passport automatically, which has the capacity to meet any minister of foreign affairs in any nation on behalf of Nigeria government. So who do you think that is the one that will bribe Finnish authority to put our prime minister in the dungeon according to your insinuation? I don't buy these things. I've gone far and wide to be listening to some things that don't make sense.
Okay. Question number 2 goes this way. After they hold our PM, why did the BLA stop working? And BLA, is he working for Ogenkere or is working for the nation? I don't want to say it's working for BLA, working for someone. What happened? Why did you hear working?
Did you in Ajumu why the BLA stopped working? Did you hear what I said here? Did you really hear what I said? Did you really hear what I said? Yeah?
Go on. I'm hearing you. Go on.
Yes, now, so what are you saying? I've already made it clear that is the reason why I can't listen to anybody, and nobody should expect me to come and start saying, this person is right, or this person is wrong, or this person is saying the truth or not. No, you can lie as much as you can. No, I don't care. All I know is that let our army be functional. Anybody who claims to be the one in charge of our army, we want to see doings. That is when you will see me start, yes. Yes, we are fighting for freedom. That is when you hear me talk. Not now. I'm not talking now. Anybody expecting me to come here and say, hey, I'm on the side of this, like what they are writing on the comment section, it's not my business. I don't care. And I don't want anybody to tell me, listen, I don't want anybody to tell me I have gone to meet this president. I've gone to meet this person. I don't want to hear those things. Sure doings on ground. We have been fighting. We have been fighting on ground with our PM. So anybody who says, I am the one in charge of BLA, show us doing. Asawana, they are everywhere here. They are everywhere. There are some other videos I wouldn't like to play because of the gory images. So nobody should tell me anything because I am angry with everybody. I am absolutely mad at everybody. So you coming here to ask me why our BLA is not functioning. I become surprised when I have been shouting since. You understand? Yeah.
The point you made here now is competition. And this competition lies for the two people that are dragging power. Okay, now. But remember, what you ask your contractor to do is what he's going to do. I put an old now. You only got a contractor here already. Uta ishi gwa ya were ro ya. Uta akọ ga sha nwe ya. Ebe a ka m ga-ama odogwu ebu. Abịala m before kwuo okwu sị gị stand firm. Don't go side by side. Ebe a ka m ga-anọ mara.
My brother, hold on. Let us not drag this conversation too far away. I have made myself clear. I said that we can never gain freedom if we are not fighting on ground.
Yes.
Still the same thing I said from the very last time I made my last broadcast. I told Biafrans to relax and calm down. In no distant time, we will know who is fighting for freedom. I don't care about the power torso or whatsoever. It's a shameful thing. What I'm saying is this. We want to see our army functioning as usual.
Correct.
And anybody who says that he or she is in charge of our army, because these two people or two groups always claim Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Liberation Army. We have heard it from both of them.
Correct.
So we want to see doings. We want to see the zoo receiving woto.
Confirm.
Are you getting me? Now let me make it clear. Let me make it very clear. Let me make it very clear. Like some people or somebody has written in the private chat that Butus or refused to work with COS of USB. Somebody called MNK has written on the private chat.
Yes.
If Butuzo refuse to work with COS of USB, but I have heard so many times COS of USB talking about the BLA, Biafra Liberation Army, meaning that she is in control of either some part of Biafra Liberation Army or she has her own army. I also remember when she made an announcement of recruitment, which is long ago, meaning that she has her own army while Ogenkere has his own army, right? So, can we see the activities of these armies? I ain't trying to no faba. Pure. If we are pure, that means na ain't trying to no faba. And the kere we are looking for Biafra. We are fighting for freedom. Isn't it?
Yes.
So if Butuzo refused to work with COS and COS is still talking about Biafra Liberation Army, that means she has a part of Biafra Liberation Army that is obedient to her. So show us doing. Why those working with Butuzo and Butuzo and his men will also show us doing with the people who are obedient to, according to a person or the people they are working with, according to the person who wrote, on the private chat. Is the ideology and philosophy is very simple. It's very, very simple. You know why? Because these two groups or individuals are always telling us how they are going to do or what they are doing with Biafra Liberation Army. If one group is not talking about Biafra Liberation Army, then we know that yes, this one is the one in charge of Biafra Liberation Army. Then we will make sure we fund that one to focus and continue fighting. But since the two are telling us about Biafra Liberation Army, that means they are both in control of whatever group named Biafra Liberation Army. So imana group nkawe na control, show us doing. Then lapuzi ifemuna microphone yaga.
Okay, if we touch go,
I'm very pure here. Lapuzi ifemuna microphone, show us do. We want to see doings. That's it.
But can they really work together?
Who?
The military of COS and military of Ogentel.
Can they really work together?
Yes.
Am I the one in control of them?
That is it now. Ịgacha ebe a setụlụ this issue ọdịnala short a ga-agbara gị egbe n'elu.
Nwanne m, if otu anọ o nwere okwu nkwu, there's a word I said from beginning. Ekwum say that I called for a meeting and I was discarded and disrespected. And say because ego and the position has made our people to neglect those that they're supposed to call their heroes. Money and position has made our people to neglect those on the solos Melofa successful.
Yes.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
I'm getting
if money and position is not the problem of our people, I don't think that these two people that I contacted for a meeting to resolve the issue would have taken me for granted. That is the truth.
Yes.
That is the pure truth. So, because at least when PM comes out, oh yeah, Jomse, again, the same person that I sent message to in that same broadcast was saying, no wonder PM also, no wonder PMG any position in the government. Mobamu. The same person that said that refused to acknowledge that when the government was formed, was the time I had issues on my personal side, which nearly took my life. Yes. And I was not anywhere to be found for complete 10 months.
I witnessed it.
So when I came back, the government was formed, positions was already given. Are you more on a media? Barawa Sonny has been made Minister of Information, and Vam has been made Deputy Minister of Information. Are you expecting the PM to take away the Minister of Information from Sonny and give it to Biafra Unite because there's some Nandi Bido the struggle? Are you expecting such? It can't happen. No. Even if I can't accept it. Even if it happened, I couldn't have accepted it. That is the truth. And the person was telling Biafran people that it is because I'm a saboteur, that's why PM did not give me any position. And PM and somebody that I can pick up my phone and call him and he will pick and answer me. Yes. Even though he's busy, he will call me later. Yes. But the person who said that does not have the capacity to pick up his or her phone and call PM and he will answer. You understand? Okay. All because you want to blackmail me. Yes, all because you want to blackmail me. So I have done my part for reaching out to them, pleading for a meeting so that we can resolve the matter. But because of position and money, they believe that they are on top. I was discarded and disrespected. Nobody listened to me. Nobody listened to my plea. You understand me? So the way I have put it is very simple. Nobody should expect me to come and start saying, go and follow this person, go and follow this person. Follow, by the time I start seeing doings, I want to see our military functioning. I want to see our defense. That is our strength. By the time I see our defense functioning, I will come and tell you this is where we are. Because anybody, if truly that zoo is using anybody to destroy our freedom, that person can never raise our defense. That person can never want our defense to fight the zoo.
I understand your point so much.
Yeah.
But now this point now raised now is a hard way. And if we could
And
able to achieve
hard way is always the only way. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you. Let's not stretch it. Hard way is always the only way. Thank you. God bless you. I have made it very clear long ago, and I don't want to continue talking about it. It is done. Like as I said from beginning, those of you who think I will come here and start telling you onye nke ajikwa wee zuo ori, onye nke ajikwa wee bụrụ a Nigerian agent, onye nke ajikwa wee bụrụ nke a bụrụ nke ọzọ, I am not here for that. I am not here for that. And if that's what you want, you already know the places where you can get those things. Go there, please. This platform will remain very, very clean until we see what is going on ground. When we see what is going on ground, then we'll begin to propagate and ask Biafrans to do what they're supposed to do. So it's very simple, very, very simple. We know that they have already done what they did. The division is already there. The division is already there. So we want the true one to show us doings, because I've been watching since January, since December, January till February, things continue to get worse. Things continue to get worse. So, and I can't continue to keep quiet while our people are buying on a daily basis. If you want my support, let our army start neutralizing the terrorists in uniform in Biafra territory. Anybody that wants my support, I don't care what people say. I don't care what people write in the comment section. It's none of my business. But one thing is for sure. I will never, ever betray the struggle, and I will never, ever betray Mazi Simon Ekpa. My main objective is our defense. Anybody that wants my support, so that important negotiate evidence. If I'm telling you no bonya na nuogo. If I'm telling you no bonya na nuogo, negotiate evidence. Obron potan sege no onye nke amele nke ejikwa ga visit ye Netanyahu, ke ejikwa ga visit ye Vladimir Putin. All those things cannot give us Biafra if there is no any fight on ground. Thank you so much, my people. Those in the backstage, if you are here, I am so sorry because time is against us. I am not going to give opportunity again to speak. Tomorrow will always be another day. And again, I don't want where the discussion is heading. I can't continue with the discussion, so we are going to continue tomorrow with another topic. Thank you so much. God bless you. My word is very clear. Very, very clear. It doesn't matter what people say about me. It doesn't matter what they say, because many people are disappointed this evening. They think I will come here and start lashing on somebody or a person or a people. No. I still stand where I have been standing from beginning, and I will stand there until we see who is who. For now, let them continue the saga, and those of you who love saga should go and continue listening to them. Those of you who want to hear the truth, and those of you who want to listen to news of what is going on in our land, and those of you who are truly interested in freedom, you are always welcome to Biafra Unite platform. Thank you so much. God bless all of you for listening. Please continue to pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Continue to pray for his release and, of course, for his victory. Because the victory of our Prime Minister is the victory of the Biafran people. God bless you all. And don't forget to put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prayers. Remember also, the victory of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the victory of the Biafran people at large. May God bless you all. We will continue tomorrow. Thank you all. From me from here, it is good evening.